Good afternoon. It's the 6 p.m. in the afternoon. As you know, on the weekend, I don't go to work. So I have a lot of time to do my hobby, to do my passion. So on this morning, I got up quite late and I did exercise and visited some of my neighbors. That is the reason why I didn't have enough time to record a short video for you. Uh, Basically, I usually do recording on the earliest morning and post it onto my social media before I go to work. This is my habit for the daily, for the working day. So on the weekend, on Sunday morning, I don't go to work. So I usually got up very late. Basically, I don't have enough time to record a short video. More importantly, on the Sunday morning, I would like to visit some of my neighbors, some of my friends, and I would like to spend more time talking, sharing, discussing some related issues. This is a good way for me to improve our knowledge. This is a good way for me to get more information from other people. Okay, right now I will be back the topic today. Yesterday, I did share with you about the topic drinking beer and alcohol, advantages when we drink beer and alcohol. On today, I would like to share with you a little bit about disadvantages when we drink beer and alcohol. Honestly, there are always two sides of the problem. So when we talk about disadvantages, we should also talk about disadvantages. It is fair for the habit we usually do, to be honest. There are some disadvantages when we drink beer and alcohol, especially when we drink too much and too often. Firstly, when we drink beer and alcohol, we have to pay money to buy the beer and pay money for food when we drink beer and alcohol. You know, we usually drink beer and alcohol in the pub, in the restaurant. We usually pay a lot of money for the party with drinking beer and alcohol, to be honest. Sometimes we must pay more money for food and drink when we have a party in the restaurant, in the pub, more than food we have at home. So if you don't earn too much money, you need to think carefully whether you usually drink beer and alcohol at the restaurant, at the pub too often or not. This is the first disadvantage I would like to share with you. The second disadvantage I would like to discuss with you about drinking alcohol. When we have something to enjoy, normally we would like to drinking beer and alcohol. Sometimes because of our fun, we drink too much. We are corrupt. Honestly, when we are corrupt, when we drink too much beer and alcohol, we couldn't control our mood. We couldn't control what we need to say, need to share, need to discuss. Some people, because of they drink too much, they are drunk, they argue each other. Some people hit each other because of beer and alcohol. This is the disadvantage when we drink beer and alcohol. Especially the people usually like drink beer and alcohol too much. Some people they are addicted to drink beer and alcohol too much. They like drink beer and alcohol until they are drunk. Honestly, it's not good anymore. Moreover, when they drink too much beer and alcohol, they couldn't control their mood. They do something wrong with the other people whom they never do if they don't drink alcohol and beer. The last disadvantage I would like to share with you today, this is the most serious problem, this is the most serious offense when we drink beer and alcohol is the health. Honestly, when we drink beer and alcohol too often, too much, it influences badly our body, our health. A lot of people suffer from the the some people they have some big problem because they drink too much beer and alcohol. Some organs of the body, some organ in the body, such as stomach, uh, heart, lung, liver, honestly, they are badly affected by drinking beer and alcohol. Some people they get the cancer, they have the big problem with their health when they drink too often, they drink too much. You know, health is the most valuable for ourselves. If we don't have the health, we don't do anything. So we try to keep our health as well as possible. We try to keep our health as good as possible. So if you drink alcohol and beer too much too often, this is the main reason we couldn't keep our health as good as possible. This is something I would like to share with you about drinking beer and alcohol, the disadvantages of drinking beer and alcohol, of course. I hope what I share with you today is a little bit meaningful for you. When you listen to my sharing, you can imagine, you can visualize the problem you face when you drink beer and alcohol too often, too much. Thank you for listening to my story again. If you have any idea, any perspective about this topic, don't hesitate to share with us. Thank you and thank you. See you again.